Good morning everybody and welcome back to another video. So nothing but Leeds here, and today, as you can see, we're going to be talking about the Southampton Leeds United game, and I'm going to give you my prediction of what the outcome's going to be, the team news on both sides, and how Leeds United can actually beat Southampton on Saturday. So as you know, Tottenham Hotspur versus Southampton happened last Saturday and they got thrashed 4-1, and Leeds United beat Wolverhampton Wanderers after coming back from 1-0 down to win 2-1, which was fantastic. It was a fantastic display, and I gave my preview beforehand, but if Leeds United could play like that again, that'll be like perfect. I honestly thought that the game was going to be shown on TV because I saw something that it was going to be on Sky or whatever, but I don't know if that was another game or whatnot, but surely it should be another live stream, or we could watch it on Let's Soccer Saturday. So injury news from both sides. So Southampton should be missing three of their players. Walcott is one of them, Nathan Teller, and Valentino Livramento. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I'm not 100% sure, but Southampton have 3 players out, and obviously they're also missing Broja. And last year he was a fantastic player for them, and he created a lot of goals for them. Like, he could play out wide, he could play up front, and the amount of chances he created for Southampton, the amount of goals that he created for Southampton, and goals he scored himself for Southampton, it's going to be a massive loss for them because he was such a massive player for Southampton, and excuse me, and that's why I guess Leeds United were interested in him, and a few other clubs were interested in him, but I personally don't think Chelsea are going to sell him. So Leeds United still have Firpo, Dallas, Sinisterra, Ayling and Cooper all still out, but apparently Cooper and Sinisterra could be back training soon and back fit. But apart from that, it's been a positive start. There's hardly any injuries for Leeds United to be concerned about, so that's all good. Patrick Bamford's still fit, still willing to go, and if we can keep our players fit throughout the whole season, I feel like we're going to do very well. But from last season to this season, I do worry a little bit about Southampton, actually, because they've only won 1 game in 13, and they have conceded 34 goals in their previous 13 Premier League outings. So to me, that's a massive positive, in my opinion, because with the new setup with Jesse Marsch, he likes to attack, and you know how high scoring games can be. I know we can concede quite a lot of goals as well, but we can also score quite a lot of goals. So if we look at the statistics of Southampton's defence and we compare it to last Saturday, it just goes to show how much how they are struggling defensively, just like Leeds United were. But we've got to take that to our advantage, because if we don't, then I feel like we're gonna lose that game. And we cannot lose to a team who we should, in a sense, should be beating, because in the game on Saturday against Tottenham and Spurs, they left too much space for Tottenham, so they had so much freedom to play. And Tottenham, it was pretty much like a training drill where they had so much time, they had so much space. None of the Southampton players were pressing them. There was no intensity from Southampton. There was no game, a thorough game plan on how to try and stop Tottenham. Whereas, fair enough, we may get thrashed by these big teams, but we try, especially with Jesse Marsch now. We do try to have a game plan to stop them from conceding. We may not be able to beat them teams, but we have a game plan to try and stop them from scoring as many goals. So excuse me. So with the defending and the structure of Southampton in their midfield, I feel like there was just nothing there from them. you know. So it was a poor day for Tottenham. Like, I understand, Southampton. I understand Tottenham are a top side and they can beat anyone on a good day, but excuse me, but if you give a team that much space and that much time on the ball, then you're asking for problems. You really are. So excuse me. So Leeds need to exploit that. Leeds need to use that as like a little blueprint on Saturday against Southampton to go there with that high press, that intense press, that intense football, the attacking style, direct football that we used to play, that we saw on Saturday and throughout pre-season. But it's going to be difficult to predict what type of formation Southampton are going to play, because under the manager that they've got now, they have played a 4-2-2-2, which is obviously a Red Bull network system. They've also played a 4-4-2, but then when they played against Tottenham Hotspur, they played a 5-3-2. But with Tottenham setting up the way they did, I don't know if that was just to try and counter their attack, because Tottenham played a 3-4-2-1, which in a sense could mean there's 5 to 6 attacking players with how they're set up. So Tottenham were overloading that attacking sense, and that's probably why they managed to score so many goals. So I guess Southampton had to try and adapt to that, so maybe that's why they played a 5 at the back instead of a 4 at the back. So I'd like to say I would know the formation, but I feel like it could go back to a 4-2-2-2 with Southampton, because obviously we could be playing the 4-2-3-1, because obviously we played that throughout pre-season. So, and I think Jesse Marsch kind of likes that formation anyway, so maybe, but we don't know. So is that the way Leeds are gonna like play, or is that the way we're gonna set up? But Leeds United needs to utilize that space to fully counter-attack that area of that open free pitch. Does that make sense? Because if we are using that overload like we did against Wolves, then we're going to see a lot of space open up against Southampton. So if Leeds United can maneuver Southampton out of position, I feel like we're going to be deadly, especially if Bamford and Aronson and Harrison, even Rodrigo, if they're playing very well, then I feel like we're going to be very dangerous on the attack. So my prediction for the game, I'd like to say, is like, I do want Leeds United to win, because obviously I have a lot of confidence in the lads. But head to head, the last 6 games against each other, Southampton have, I think, from what I saw, has only scored 3 goals against us, and Leeds United has scored 9 goals against them, with a Leeds United win rate of 50%. Southampton with a 33% win rate and a 17% draw percentage rate. So on paper and on statistics, Leeds United are the better side. But if Leeds United do not turn up and Leeds United do not read the game well and use that blueprint that Spurs has handed to them, then I don't see us picking up a win. I would like Leeds United to win, because I have a lot of confidence coming into this game, due to the fact that the statistics are there, due to the fact that we came back from 1-0 down, due to the fact that we had a decent start to a pre-season compared to last season. So we will have to see. Is it going to be this similar team as last week? I believe so. I'd like to think so. I don't know if he'll include like anyone else, like at left back. I feel like Stroik did a decent job against Wolves. Patrick Bamford, he'll definitely be starting. Aronson's definitely starting, Christian's definitely starting. So I feel like it's going to be like a similar team, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But my prediction for this video, I reckon it's going to be a 1-1 draw. Like, I want Leeds to win. I've got a lot of confidence in the lads, but I feel like it's going to be a 1-1 draw. So anyway, it's just going to be a quick little video because I need to get to work. Leave in the comment section below, if you are watching this, your prediction of the score. And yeah, I guess I'll just see you in the next one. Peace.